deliver. Fury at 6'9", up against Derek Chisora, the champion. And many feel that Chisora will bully Fury into submission here, but Fury has been very confident and clearly thinks otherwise.
These are dangerous times for Fury early in this fight. The trainer of Chisora, Don Charles, said he will be on him like a rash, and he's trying to get on the inside early, and Tyson Fury landed a good counter left hook a moment ago.
Chisora carrying that extra weight that you were talking about. Is it because he's not properly conditioned, or is it because his opponent is the size he is? You could take either interpretation, but we'll soon find out.
And we're going to find out whether that affects him as we go into the later rounds. There's the Fury jab, which he would like to get going early, and for Derek's sake, he would like to get in underneath that jab and then work on the inside.
Fury, the taller man by 7.5 inches, and he must make use of that behind the jab.
We already see one strategy of Fury. He will try and hold Chisora when he gets on the inside. Fury doesn't want to engage on the inside other than the counter punch.
Fury threw a left hook, with which he missed that. And Chisora is trying to be the one who comes forward and applies the pressure, but Fury's not having that.
And remember also, Chisora is coming in off a 10-month layoff, Dave.
Yeah, Fury just mugging to the cameraman around the ring. Such is his confidence. The right hand there from Fury. Little smile from him too.
He is as relaxed as you could imagine. This is certainly the biggest test he's ever had as a professional. He's won 14 fights, but in truth has not faced a really top fighter yet of Chisora's level, and he's landing some big shots here in round one.
He's cut out the junk food, and now he's cut out the trash talk, and it's down to business here for Tyson Fury.
Chisora fighting this fight at long range with the jab hitting him early here in round one. I don't think that was the plan.
Chisora desperately trying to get inside. Fury not letting him at the moment.
The left hook, a big potent weapon for Derek Chisora, and that he's going to try and land that shot if at all possible. In this posture,
sure that Chisora expected this in the opening round.
No, you're right. And in that posture, it was important for Chisora to work a little more.
Fury with a really positive start here. Let's have a listen to the Fury corner. He's so relaxed.
Hey, listen, Money, he's a sucker for a right over his jab. Okay? He's coming in, he's jabbing low. Okay? Chop your right down hard onto the side of his jaw. Okay? You're hurting bad with it. Okay? Some of your shots you're going to have to arc up a little more because he's bending low. Okay? Right?
Okay? Now keep your eye on him when you're running. You're running blind. Okay? When you're running, keep your hand, then let your shot go, right? When you've got him back top, go for him, bowl it, yeah? Time waits for nobody, you understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah, he's got...
10 seconds.
Let's win this next one, right? Chill, please.
Don't stand square in front.
Come on.
The messages there were pretty clear. They're going to look for that right hand from Fury over the top of the Chisora jab. That's what they were telling him to do. Chisora looking a little busier at the start of this second round.
And Chisora ran into that right hand when he lunged in, and that was what Charles was trying to tell him. Don't lunge in and be wide open when you're coming in. There's some head movement by Chisora, and that's important for him.
Good work to the body there from Fury, and got himself out of range. Good right hand from Fury as well.
Chisora very, said that Fury was a poor man's Klitschko, that he would chop him down. Right now, Tyson Fury is adopting that Klitschko style pretty effectively. and doing the same kind of holding that the Klitschko's do when you get on the inside against them.
Chisora was twice, of course, denied fights by Vladimir Klitschko, and almost felt like he was stepping down to take this, but he's caught Fury with the left hand there. Fury in trouble for the first time in the fight, and Chisora following it up. Another right from Chisora. Fury took that well, but he's in trouble here, Fury. Chisora turns it round. Right hand over the top from Chisora, and Fury needs to get out of trouble here.
The left hook of Chisora is a powerful punch, and there he turned the fight around with it right now. Can Fury survive? A lot left in this round.
Still a minute and 15 seconds to go. Fury was looking confident and in control, and then Chisora caught him. But back comes Fury. Shots to the body and then a right hand.
Tyson, keep your fucking hands up!
Good aggression again from Fury.
We know one thing, Chisora can hurt Fury, and we now know that Fury can come back against him. And this fight, many thought could be a classic slugfest. It's turning into that in round 2.
They are both standing up and being counted. Great right from Chisora, who follows it in again. They've questioned each other's heart before this fight, but you can't question it now.
Stylistically, this is the fight Derek Chisora wanted. Even if Fury's landing, this is where Chisora wants to fight.
Big left from Chisora, and he's following up. Fury just trying to tie him up and then throws the left uppercut on the inside. Thrilling second round here. Again, Chisora with that swinging right hand. Fury hanging on at the end of round 2.
Don't worry about that. He never caught you properly. Listen. You know water. Where's the water? Listen to me. You must remain.
It was a difficult round for Tyson Fury. It started with that left hook from Derek Chisora, and you see the look on Fury's face. That was the first time he tasted Chisora's true power. Then the overhand right, and a little later on, as Fury battled with him, another overhand right. This stylistically was what Derek Chisora wanted. Even though when Fury engaged him, he landed some very good punches, still it was the place where Chisora wanted to take this fight. And for Derek Chisora in that round, that's what he thought would happen early.
You want this though. No regrets.
Second round 3.
There were times there where Tyson Fury was taken somewhere that he's never been. And Chisora trying to start on the front foot in round 3. It was bigged up as a potential classic, and it's turning into one here.
Both men
left from Chisora.
Both men landed big punches there, Dave. A right by Fury and a left by Chisora. Fury is now engaged in a war with Derek Chisora. Let's see how that turns out for him.
Chisora with a huge right again, but he missed, and again. Fury on the back foot at the moment, trying to survive, trying to keep his dreams alive here. But he looks clear-headed, Fury, and that's good to see him behind the jab if you're a Fury fan.
And the interesting thing for Chisora is many would have expected maybe for him to be off to the start. With that extra weight, is the weight giving him power, which it may be here, but what will it do to him as the rounds go on? We'll have to see. But he certainly has demonstrated his power against Fury.
And Fury has coped with it so far.
Just barely.
Yeah. But he's still there. He's still there.
Yes, he is. You're right. And those are good combinations by Fury.
Right hook there from Fury. A real ebb and flow to this fight. Chisora, though, constantly the aggressor. Constantly trying to land with those massive swinging right hands.
And Fury now turning to the left-handed style there for a moment.
Good that from Fury. But Chisora walked through those. And forward he comes.
what's making this fight compelling, among many things, is even though Fury in this round is doing very well, you wonder whether one punch will change the round from Chisora.
Chisora comes forward again, and psychologically Fury knows that Chisora can turn things with one punch. And that was the impact of what happened in that second round. Again, Chisora looks for that shot over the top. Again, Fury responds.
So much was made of the hook by Chisora, but the overhand right has been effective as well, and some blood from the mouth of Derek Chisora right now.
Chisora again looking for that shot, and again Fury gets out of the way, nimble on his feet for such a big man. Quick hands as well, Tyson Fury. And using them to good effect at the end of this third round as Chisora finishes as the aggressor. Another terrific round here.
Listen, what are you doing? Like, you don't know. Yeah, you've got to listen to me. Yeah. Work your way with a jab. Yeah, you're rolling in and it's picking you off, right? Scoring the points. Yeah, you're looking for the perfect shot. You got to work that shot and make it happen. Yeah. Okay, you hear me? Throw some jabs. Remember what we said? Yeah, throw some jabs.
Hook up after the jab. Bang, boom, underneath, okay? And turn. Whichever way you're turning, make sure that you keep that hand high. He's looking to set his feet and fire over the top. Don't let him. When you see him set them feet, lean in. You know what I mean?
No,
preempt it. You can see where he's going to do. I can see it from outside of there.
If you can't hit with the right hand, come on!
Come on, dog. Come on, boy. We want this.
They're both being talking to here. Don Charles said to Chisora, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I don't know," at the end of that third round.
Well, a great corner work by Don Charles. They wanted to remind Chisora, jab your way in, don't throw those wild punches. That's when Fury, who is a pretty good counterpuncher, is counterpunching him.
Well, he was said to have never really had a crisis in a fight, Fury. Although many would argue that he had just that against John McDermott, but he certainly weathered one here.
And on the biggest stage he's been on. So while he's still in very much danger against Chisora, who's a big puncher, he at least is stable now, and he's working very well behind that jab.
I think the state of mind that Fury had got into before the fight prepared him maybe for a mini crisis. Nice and relaxed, and sometimes that's the way.
Well, Emmanuel Stewart, of course, who trains Vladimir Klitschko and has seen Fury spar with Klitschko and work, he thinks Fury's chin is good. So he thinks that he can survive the big punches in these fights. We're going to find out.
Well, he's already taken a couple.
Yep.
Maybe not full force, but pretty close to it. There's a big punch from Chisora. But Fury managed to defend himself there. And of course, the longer the fight has this pattern of Chisora swinging and only having limited success, well, the more Fury will feel that his fitness comes into play.
Yeah, that's the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
Good left hook there for Chisora, and follows it up again. Chisora, when he finds a way through, looks so dangerous here. Fury just backed off for a second there, Al.
Yeah, Fury throwing that uppercut, Dave, and just trying to get that in as a counterpunch against Chisora, and couldn't quite do it.
Chisora again comes forward, but again Fury sees it coming and deals with it. But there is that clear and present danger from Chisora. Fury just leaning on Chisora there and then landing a right hand of his own. Massive fan club here behind him, Tyson Fury, as ever. Certainly an energetic end to this round 4. Ends with Chisora on the ropes, but coming off the maybe scrappiest round of the fight so far.
Better. Listen.
Rounds, you hear me? Yeah? He's making the rounds.
Get that bucket up.
Right, the jab's working a little bit there. I need more jabs, yeah? Double jabs, yeah? Let's earn that shot that you're looking for. You need to make it happen so it doesn't become predictable. You hear me? Yeah? You're becoming predictable. Start to read that shot. Feint it, then throw it, or jab, then throw it, okay? You hear me?
Yeah.
All right?
Come on!
And once you hurt him upstairs, sit down and work the body, yeah? You hear me?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Good. Right.
You've got to switch the attack through the middle now and again, okay? Now listen, he's getting tired, okay? He's well played.
Chisora leaping in with that left hook. Now, even though it's not his best tactic, he was able to land it there, and then followed with an overhand right that just barely missed. So when he throws those big power punches, he's getting the attention of Tyson Fury.
It is amazing the amount of times that Derek Chisora's trainer Don Charles says, "Are you listening?" and things like that. He does have that reputation, not being a willing listener to anyone, Chisora. But on a massive night, the biggest of his career so far, he's got to listen.
Well, this fight may come down to it's going to come down to a couple of things, perhaps. The stamina of the two fighters and the number of punches. Derek Chisora is not throwing as many as I think they would like from him. And while he's landing some big ones, he needs to throw more.
It's the quality of the shots as well from Chisora. They don't want him just walking forward and throwing. Allows Fury to pick him off with his jab.
And even when Fury backs himself against the ropes now, Chisora not working on the inside as much. He's content to hold as well and languish there.
The key to the fight was meant to be about Chisora getting inside, throwing that left hook. Little body shot there from Chisora.
And we haven't seen the double left hook from Chisora at all. And that would be a terrific weapon against Fury.
So many potential riches await the winner here tonight. There's talk of a Klitschko, talk of course of David Price as well. Good work there from Fury.
Fury a much better combination puncher, obviously, of the two. Chisora is throwing single shots and he's throwing most of those wide punches, and I guarantee he'll get another tongue lashing from Don Charles when he comes back if he continues to do that.
Excellent there from Fury with a combination. Really good moments for Tyson Fury, but Chisora comes back, albeit with head down.
Better be careful about how he celebrates, Tyson Fury. Could have been hit with something there. He's having a terrific round 5, throwing lots of combinations and a variety of punches as well, Dave.
And he's enjoying himself. He's not feeling the pressure, at least. He doesn't look like it.
Hurt in round 2, but now he has come back to use combination punchings to dominate Chisora. Big right hand.
Excellent again from Fury. What a finish to the round this is. Another combination there from the giant Tyson Fury. And he's even starting to try and measure there against Chisora. Another right hand from Fury. Excellent round for Fury.
Get your arms in your lap.
No, don't panic, yeah? Don't panic. Alright, so you're standing in the firing line. You need to remove yourself, spit. You need to remove yourself from the firing line. Do you understand? Yeah? Right. Do you want to keep your titles?
Yeah.
Do you want to go on forward in boxing? Right, let's do what we did in the gym.
Jab, bang underneath, through the steps, round, okay? If he gets past the jab, tighten up, turn.
Well, the last round, a great one for Tyson Fury. For the first time in the fight, hurting Derek Chisora. He pushed him back with some big right hands. This was a seminal moment in this fight. The body work important because we question the conditioning of Derek Chisora. And Don Charles laid the challenge down for Derek Chisora.
Yeah, do you want to keep your title, was the question. And he wanted to stop coming forward in straight lines and leaving himself as a target there for Fury.
Chisora, as you said, twice had fights canceled with Vladimir Klitschko, felt that he was ready for that, but right now he's got a handful with Tyson Fury.
Chisora, as the natural bully, I think thought he could come in here and win this early. But Fury has been equal to pretty much everything Chisora has thrown, apart from that crisis in round 2.
And you have to wonder if Chisora wasn't so sure Fury would fold when he hurt him, that's why he came in at over 260 pounds.
When we have a chance to take a breath, I'm going to ask you who you've got ahead halfway at the end of this round, Al, just to warn you, because it's going to be mighty close. Fury now has Chisora against the ropes, trying to pick his shots here, right to the body there from Fury. Little smile on the face of Tyson Fury. He feels he's got the measure of his man. Chisora, though, fighting back with a left, and then throwing a vicious right hook that didn't miss by far.
You know, Chisora wanted to come off those ropes with the left hook. He did. It didn't quite get there against Fury. And did Chisora want Fury to punch himself out in that sequence? Let's see.
Maybe they're both suspecting that the other might punch themselves out here. Great action so far, though, at Wembley Arena. There's a good right from Fury that time.
This is not the posture Derek Chisora imagined himself in, languishing on the ropes. He's supposed to be the one coming forward in this fight. And there's the jab, which has been so dormant. Even as a rangefinder, it helps Derek Chisora.
Better from Chisora. Has some success again. And that cut on his mouth will still be a little worry.
It's interesting how often Fury has become a lefty in this fight, and he's done it effectively.
Holding there as Fury again plays to the crowd. Good left jab there from Fury. That's what Al likes, the double jab and then the right hand from Fury, working well. We'll hear from the corners now, Al, but how do you have it? Do you have Fury ahead?
I have Fury ahead 4 rounds to 2 in this fight.
You're winning the rounds now, so don't blow yourself up. He's
Couple of close rounds in there, though, so far from conclusive, of course. But that's Al's feeling at the moment.
On with a jab. Listen, you know when you touch them in the face and bang underneath and bang to the side, okay? Add some little, listen to me. When is he going to add some little steps to that as well?
Yeah?
Not single shots.
Stop looking for those single shots. When you hook him next time, drop the right hand to the body, spare. Drop the right hand to the body, yeah? Hook to the body. Come on, let's start working.
He's also,
Listen to you.
Yeah, I got you. He also forgot about that right over the jab. Turning down now the straight right as well.
Second round, round 7.
It has that feeling of one of those fights that could turn at any moment. But Al has Tyson Fury ahead by a couple of rounds here at halfway.
And that's owing primarily to the fact that Derek Chisora has just not been active enough. And of course, the last round, Tyson Fury really dominated.
And now we're going to find out about Chisora's fitness. Remember, Chisora weighing in 16 pounds higher than when he last fought. That was Sam Sexton 10 months ago. Suspicion that he might not be conditioned. question? Well, we're going to find out in the second half of the fight. And again, Fury salutes to his fans.
You can't accuse him of not enjoying this moment. He just has to make sure his enjoyment doesn't get in the way of winning.
Mugging to the crowd. It's fine if you win.
Chisora's punch-out rate has just become so low at this juncture. He's throwing so few punches. You know, he said the training camp was good. I got my vitamins, I drank my water, ate my protein, and he said, I feel really good. But honestly, to come in that heavy and to be throwing so few punches already in round 7 makes you think otherwise.
Chisora just holding again.
And Fury's almost happy to take a break, I think, here. You know, it's been a torrid pace for him. He's thrown a lot of punches, and I think he likes the idea Chisora's giving him a chance to get a break, but then he lands some big shots.
Fury is definitely the one who's dominating now. Really scrappy this, though. Now, someone needs to make an impact in the final minute of this round.
Chisora, of course, when he won the title, beat Sexton with a 9th round KO, and so he's capable of KOs late in a fight, but that fight was different than this one.
Yeah, you could say that again. He's being put under pressure here, Chisora.
It was his second win against Sam Sexton, and he scored that knockout, and there's a big right hand by Chisora.
Proving that he still has that power, Chisora. That will not go away. Right again from Chisora. Can he turn the tide here against Tyson Fury in round 7? Fury just holding him there. Fury dominating the first part of round 7. Good work from Chisora towards the end of it. Close round, that one. Fight on a knife edge here.
To push him back now, which is good. Drink, someone. Hey, listen, you're pushing him back.
Spit. Right.
Spit.
Right, listen to me. Listen to me. Right. I'm going to give you one more round. Tell me how you feel. Yeah? Okay? Then if I have to pull you out, I'll pull you out, brother. You hear me? Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay?
No, we're not going to say.
Okay. Oh, no, absolutely. Right? Right? You hurt him a couple of times that round. There's more work rate. Once you get into range, what are you waiting for? Let your shots go. You understand? You understand? Good boy.
Listen,
have some water.
You've got to back him up and don't forget your jab, okay? Jab to his chest, sit down and bring it up.
He gets near you tight. Watch out, he's dangerous at the beginning.
Well, Don Charles has just said to Derek Chisora, the message to Chisora was, I'm going to give you one more round, and I'm going to pull you out if you don't show me any more. But I think that's just to motivate him, because he needs motivating Chisora.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. There was a whisper there from Don Charles.
Forward comes Chisora. Now that's what he said, Al.
Okay. You have better ears than I do, Dave.
Chisora with a right there. Seems that it has motivated him. Forward he comes, Chisora. Fury hasn't been under pressure for long periods in this fight, and Chisora's got to change that.
And Fury holding on the inside, that's been for most part his modus operandi.
Right from Fury as they broke.
Neither man has been 12 rounds, so we're going to be heading into some uncharted territory for both men pretty soon.
And then you wonder about Fury cutting out the junk food, and you wonder about the shape of Chisora the longer it goes.
They've both been to the 9th round and one in the 9th round, but never beyond it.
Chisora backed into the corner. Fury just leans on him, and that can sap the energy. Uppercuts there from Fury. They both start to look a bit tired, but Chisora shakes his head and says, "You didn't hurt me." Still Chisora taunts him.
I think both men are tired right now. And this is Chisora's way of getting a break and Fury's way of getting a break.
Crowd are booing them. And Chisora clapping his hands, and what started as a runaway trade of a fight descends into a little bit of farce in round 8. Chisora with that long history of winning friends and influencing people, of course.
And while that was all going on, though, Fury did land a number of punches. Chisora's probably trying to set himself up for a big rally at the end of this round, but he doesn't have that much time left for it. And if he doesn't, he's lost another round here.
Punches again there from Fury. Doing just about enough unless Chisora produces something dramatic to win this round.
And I think the body work by Fury would be well advised right now, and he's done some good body work.
Again, slightly scrappy, but again, probably Fury's round. What are they going to say to Chisora this time? Listen to Don Charles.
Yeah, he's getting tired.
Get your arms in your lap to get the oxygen to yourself. What's the matter with you, man? Come on.
Get your hand on your lap.
The body work there by Fury in the uppercut. But that's where Derek Chisora shows you he's dangerous with that overhand right. It's actually been better than the left hook, which is his major punch. And Fury on the inside, throwing that short little chopping right hand. This was just before the sequence where Chisora came back and landed a couple of punches after he languished on the ropes. And here, a bit of gamesmanship, but I think mostly a way to try to get a break. And Fury a little too tired to take advantage of it.
Keep up, okay? Come on, go.
Come on, dude. Yeah? You hear me? Look at me. Come on, baby.
Chisora sits and broods and thinks about making something happen here in round 9. 4 rounds to go. Chisora must be behind on the scorecard, surely. But of course, you never know.
And if this fight is not quite as artistic as some might like, the fact of the matter is what we do have is a heavyweight fight in which we're seeing a lot of punches landed and some interesting plot twists.
Plenty of interesting plot twists. We're just going to have to see how things end. One more chapter to be written maybe in this fight. Who will take control? It's still there to be won by either fighter, certainly out.
Yeah, it really is, because Chisora has the power to create a 2-point round, or certainly to score a knockout, or to turn it around completely, even though he's probably behind on the scorecards, we think, and that's our unofficial view. Now there's some movement from Chisora where he's moving his head, trying to get himself inside, and there's what you want to do. He looked a bit Joe Frazier-like there with the head movement and then the left hook, and that's the way we anticipated him fighting much of this fight.
And that's the thing about Chisora. He is hard to hit. One of his strengths, the quick movement of the head, and many felt that Fury would struggle to find him. But it's the first time really that we've seen it. He's been too much of a target.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's a good body shot by Fury. Again, I think if there's one criticism you'd have of Fury in the last couple of rounds, it's that he's not going to the body as much, but there it is, again. His trainer, Yui Fury, has certainly suggested that he go downstairs. Fury, of course, the brother of Tyson's father.
Body shot again there from Tyson Fury. Trying to wear Chisora down. Trying to remind him of that conditioning. Brutal list from Tyson Fury.
That's the game plan right there. For him to keep going downstairs, and he'll get to open up the shot.
From Fury, and followed by a combination. Chisora under pressure on the ropes. I think that right, the first one really shook the champion Derek Chisora. Fury looks to the body again.
You know, both these men with only 14 fights in a way are still works in progress. And we see some things are not in place yet, but they combine to create a very interesting fight. And obviously two heavyweights who have the heart and will to take themselves to the upper levels of the division.
Fury, they felt could be a star. Is this the night when he really becomes one? He's on top. Key moments here in the corners. Let's listen.
90% of the rounds.
Breathe up, fill your lungs, mate.
I ain't tired, me.
No, fill your lungs.
Don't mind that because you've got this covered now.
Fill your lungs.
Give me a finger. You listen to me.
Breathe up.
Right? Are you listening? Right? Maybe you're in the left. You're doing right kick with the body.
Breathe up, Tyson.
3 rounds left.
Just relax, mate, relax.
What's this round? The 10th?
Tyson Fury pushing Chisora against the ropes and landing that short little right hand. Between that work and the body work, which was really devastating in that round, he gained a big upper hand and maybe had one of his best rounds of the fight.
Listen, your titles are going to Manchester, okay? They're going to Manchester now. Get hold of yourself. Come on.
Round 10.
3 rounds to go, and the message for Derek Chisora, the champion, couldn't be clearer. Unless you do something, your titles are going to Manchester, to Tyson Fury.
From distance, Tyson Fury can do this with the jab and the straight right hand. And when he's done it, he's controlled these rounds.
So honest and so open, Fury. He did say in his corner at the end of the 9th that I'm tired now. I'm feeling it a bit. And they said, don't worry, just keep boxing behind your jab.
Fury told us the other day he thought he was going to get a knockout between the 7th and 9th rounds. Well, those rounds have passed. He hasn't. And both of these men are now in a round, the 10th round, that they have never seen before. So see how they respond.
Both looking tired. It was described beforehand as a pick-em fight. Although Chisora was the narrow favourite with the bookmakers. But I know a lot of people from the business after the weigh-in yesterday who were really liking the chances of Fury. At the moment, he seems to be prevailing. The uppercut there from Fury.
The problem for Chisora is he's not coming off those ropes with anything big, and the body shots are taking a toll on him.
And the Tyson Fury fans out as well, sorry, are really getting behind him here. They're on their feet over on the far side of the ring from us.
If Tyson Fury is tired, he's not showing it. He's thrown many more punches in this round.
Chisora trying to bounce off the ropes with a right hook maybe, but he's holding at the moment. I think Chisora senses what's happening to him here. Can he find a way through? There's a rally from Chisora. Combination caught Fury by surprise. And Chisora, but Fury's fighting back. Chisora though, swinging. Brilliant stuff this in the 10th. Chisora launching the attack. Fury fighting back. Here's Chisora who's just getting the better of these exchanges, and then Chisora over the ropes, held by Fury.
Not legal, but a brilliant strategy by Fury.
Really good left hand there from Chisora. 20 seconds to go in round 10. These are Chisora's best moments since the 2nd. But Fury now with the champion backed up. Fantastic round there. Great action. Wow.
What's that?
Get his arm down, get his arm down.
Stop!
Bucket!
Get his arm down, please. Get his arm down.
Do you want to carry on? Yeah.
That was some round. Round 10 was one to remember, and Derek Chisora, after being dominated for virtually the whole round, came back with this barrage. That little right hand stopped him momentarily. But that was a very important punch for Fury, because had he not landed it, he might have been in even bigger trouble. But Chisora continued the assault. However, Fury was able to get through it. This maneuver, holding him and pushing down on the ropes, really worked for him.
Quick.
Telling Fury not to panic as if they suspect that he might.
He didn't look like it to me.
But it was so important that Chisora made him think that he dominated a round, that he had him in trouble.
Well, that reminded us that this fight will be in doubt for however many seconds it lasts. That if we could get to round 12 with 10 seconds left, and Derek Chisora would be dangerous.
Chisora holding there. He's trying to fight in bursts, isn't he, Derek Chisora? Maybe aware that he doesn't have that much left, and it needs to be quality work when it comes. Fury's got to take advantage of that and dominate. Little slip there from Tyson Fury as he went back towards his own corner. Right foot almost went from underneath it.
He doesn't look as steady as he might, and I don't know if I was Fury, if I would switch to the left-handed style at this moment, which he did momentarily.
Two very, very brave and tired men here. Fury finding something from his reserves. Chisora again suggesting that nothing hurt him. But you know the old rule is when a fighter does that, they have been hurt and they know they're in trouble. Right there from Fury.
There's some tape on the glove of Chisora that should, in theory, cause this fight to be stopped momentarily, and it is.
Might have been something wrong with your ears earlier in the fight, Al, but nothing wrong with your eyes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Time for us all to take a breather. Gave Chisora a little breather there, and he might have appreciated it more. Another scrappy one. And when you have scrappy rounds in fights, strange things can happen with the scoring, as we all know. And I know you still have Fury ahead, Al, but you just don't know, do you?
No, obviously it's not official. The problem is Derek Chisora is throwing so few punches that it's going to be hard to give him some of these rounds. Even when he comes back with these bursts.
Chisora just lumbering forward there, lunging with his left hand. Fury and his followers will feel that they are so close here. 20 seconds to go in the penultimate round. It was a great right uppercut there from Fury.
The interesting thing is Fury has fought Chisora's fight during big portions of it and still is ahead, Dave.
We approach the end of the 11th. Fury is bullying the bully.
Something, brother. Okay, last round, everything you've learnt in boxing, everything we've ever done, yeah? You understand what I'm saying? Chuck it at him, yeah? Okay? Are you listening to me? One round, brother. One round. Okay? Do you want this?
Look over there again and I'll walk out the place.
This is the biggest game of your life, Tyson. This is the
Keep him on the end of that. Keep him on the end of that sideways on. Don't let him
come out the Alcatraz. He's come out the
right to drink. The left short.
I'm good. Don't worry. Everything. Don't worry. Look, please.
You've got to throw him.
Last round. Last round.
12th and last round.
Final round then. Terrific occasion. Excellent fight. 3 words that might define the career and the life of Derek Chisora. 1 round, brother. That's what they said to him. You have to win it convincingly. You probably have to stop him.
That was high drama in both corners. Fury also very adamant to get the attention and get Tyson Fury focused. Neither man has ever seen this 12th round, and they are both fatigued, and that means anything can happen.
They have thrown so much at each other here. Tyson Fury, the challenger, and Derek Chisora, the champion here. It is turning into a vintage domestic night. This storied venue and a storied title. One more is going to be written here tonight.
And I think what we thought coming into this fight is true. It doesn't matter if these men fight at a certain level where you think they're the best in the world. They would fight a fight that was entertaining and interesting, and that's exactly what they've done.
Again, Fury just leaning on Chisora. Minute and a half left in the fight now.
And the question,
Fury has dominated many of the rounds and is surely a big favourite to get the verdict here. Chisora, though, will fight right to the end.
And the question you have to ask yourself is, does Derek Chisora have one more of those barrages left in him to land that big punch? And it's now a time game with just a little over a minute left to go in this fight.
Chisora surely has to find the stoppage, has to dredge up some strength from the bottom of his boots, from the depth of his heart. The Fury is not for moving here. 40 seconds away, Tyson Fury, from potentially a massive moment, the moment of his life so far.
Smart strategy by Tyson Fury, pinning him in the corner and making sure that no punches can be landed there by Chisora.
Fury finishing as the aggressor here. Chisora responds, risky from Fury. 10 seconds to go. And it's going to go to the judges' scorecards here. Fury finishing with that blow, and the crowd rises to two warriors here. Big occasions can disappoint. Big fights lately have, but not this one.
It was fun to watch. Again, Derek Chisora and this man Tyson Fury laid it on the line.
For you! Got it!
He is feeling jubilant right now, and why not? It would appear that he won this fight, and he did it, interestingly, in some ways by fighting Derek Chisora's fight, you know, battling on the inside with him and winning after being hurt very badly in round 2 and coming back. We say winning, but of course we have to go to the judges' scorecards.
How in the end did you score it out? The men that matter, by the way, Ian John Lewis, Phil Edwards, and Richie Davis.
I gave Chisora 3 rounds in this fight. You can make a case for 4. I don't know if you can make a case for too many more.
Yeah. For what it's worth, and it's not much when I'm sitting next to you, I gave him 4. But
there you go. I said you can make a case for it.
Hey, I'm not arguing. White Paris down there, touching gloves, all of his fans touching gloves.
He went to Canada and Austria to train, left his wife and baby Venezuela behind, young daughter, and said it was a lonely existence, but I had to do the best I could. And he got himself in very good condition, and that ultimately probably was what carried him through in this fight.
If ever you needed a lesson in cutting out the burgers, the chips, all the junk food, it's the stamina that Tyson Fury has shown here.
Did you think you'd see that scene the way the lead up to this fight had happened? So that's refreshing.
Respect, finally. And soon we're going to get the announcement, we're going to get the verdict. And still we wait.
Chisora just never got going in a rhythm where he could land enough punches or the biggest one to get the job done. But of course, we'll see what the official judging has to say about that.
Yeah, what the judges say is what matters. And the word, of course, that Tyson Fury wants to hear is new when the announcement is made. Is it going to be Fury's night? Here we go.
After 12 hard-fought rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Lewis has it, 117-112. Judge Edwards has it, 117-112. And Judge Richie Davis has it, 118-111. For the new British and Continental Heavyweight Champion.
It is Tyson Fury's night. Chisora's dreams turn to dust and Fury gets the win, and Fury is the champion.
Disappointing night for Derek Chisora. Twice he had fights scheduled with Vladimir Klitschko. They went away. That's Don Charles, his trainer, who's talking to Tyson Fury. But this is the night that belongs to Fury as he wins this unanimous decision against Derek Chisora, who could never quite get into this fight the way he wanted to.
Mr. Stephen Hiscock.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you and welcome to the XL Arena.
He had that one fight in the last 19 months against Joey Abel, and on that occasion he was not in great shape, 19 stone 8. Different story now, though, you'd suspect, Eddie.
You can see it actually came into camp in really good shape. So it was fairly easy to prepare and get started in camp.
Well, the tactics of Chisora, Barry, surely he's going to have to, well, he's talked about fighting like Joe Frazier. He's going to have to roll his way in and swarm all over him.
Yeah, and coming in light, you would suspect that they're going to be his tactics. To come in nice and light, plenty of head movement, dipping as low as he possibly can, making Tyson look for the target. And the key for Tyson is everything's going to be behind that jab. Lovely uppercut.
Clipped him with the right hand, caught him off balance. And Chisora knocked back, but not hurt, I don't think.
One thing Derek is going to have to do is going to have to basically give Tyson all the opportunity to land shots, because that's the only way he's going to have a real chance of getting inside and landing anything to the body. He's going to have to bull his way in, but it's going to be very difficult with somebody who moves like Tyson at this stage.
Big right hand is the danger shot as ever for Chisora. Has beaten big men in the past. Think of, well, he didn't get the verdict against Hellenius the Finn, but he certainly won the fight.
Yeah, he won that easy for me. But even though dipping low is dangerous, you're going to walk into an uppercut, it's harder to land with an uppercut than it is with a straight right hand. So I think you're better off playing the odds there, aren't you? To stay nice and low and rolling forward.
Left hand from Chisora was low, to put it mildly. Another one looked as though it was borderline. Chisora straight away trying to turn it into a brawl and get Fury out of his rhythm, because Tyson started this fight nicely.
Yeah, he's working well behind the jab. I don't know why all of a sudden he's changed the pouring with it, pushing out with it, when he's working effectively when he's just throwing it.
Really, that's his only chance, is to really, like I said, bull his way in. With, just he can't really box or get on the outside of nobody with 6'9" like this that moves. So, it's the best tactics for him at this point is to come forward.
But he has to throw punches, like with the David Hay fight. He come forward a lot, didn't let his hands go enough.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. That's why he was losing that fight before he got caught.
Right. And was possibly caught ultimately by arguably the best punch that David Hay's ever thrown. Another word for the low punch, second warning, and the suggestion that he will take a point away from Chisora if he does it again.
And Tyson landed a nice little combination there, but Chisora just smiling and keep coming forward.
There was another low one.
Notice the tactics, though, with Tyson moving around and peppering him as he comes in, and then once he gets too close to let go, he grabs a hold and turns and get back to the middle, doesn't get a turn. That's how it's supposed to be done.
It was a nice little combination just then from Fury. A 1-2 and then a nice little left uppercut, all landing through the gloves of Chisora. And I think that was a good start there from Tyson Fury.
Yeah, looked nice and confident and relaxed, letting his punches flow. And I think Peter Fury is going to be happy in that corner. Let's hear. Well, we'll have a look again. Some of the action, first of all. That's where he was caught. That was where he was caught off balance.
Yeah, but he's going to have to commit himself. So sometimes he's going to have to bring that right foot forward, which he won't want to do. That was a low shot there with the left hand. But that's the idea, that he's got to try and work that body, hasn't he? Chisora, as Eddie was saying, stay nice and low, work the body, come forward.
And that was the second one. Marcus McDonnell having a good word.
Got good feet. Let's use it, okay? You understand? Okay, box. You can box. You know you can box. Good boy. Spring and
Clearly the first round there for Tyson Fury, Barry.
Yeah, for me, I think he dominated with the jab in the early stages, landed with enough uppercuts, you know, enough clear shots, and Derek, you know, landed a few cuffing punches, but nothing of real note.
I really don't 100% agree exactly what Don was saying is at the end, talking about, you know, he's a good boxer and everything like that. You can't box at distance with somebody like this that's 6'9". He has to find a way in, work quick feet side to side. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything with this here.
I guess you're a similar size, aren't you, to Derek Chisora? So you, in a way, you're kind of the ideal guy to actually prepare him for this sort of contest against Chisora.
Yeah, and I have a lot more dexterity. No disrespect to Chisora, but I'm a lot lighter and a more fluid of a fighter, and it's hard for me to get him in the corner. So imagine him just walking and plodding in. You have to come in with speed and agility and accuracy in order to land big shots on Tyson.
He just tried it then, Derek, just a minute ago. Just tried to quicken his feet.
Right, that was a much better try that time.
Yeah, but it's going to be exhausting him to do that.
Yeah, for 12 rounds, yeah.
Not getting a lot of success in the early stages of this fight, really, Chisora.
Oh, nice little shot there from Fury again, who's boxing southpaw at the minute. So that sort of takes away that big overhand right of Derek Chisora, a punch which he had a lot of success in the first fight.
Good body shot. A couple of nice punches and good fast hands from Fury. Chisora just lumbering forward, trying to get into range to hurl that big right hand.
Can't look for one shot in a situation like this.
There it is. Didn't land clean.
Notice most of the time Derek's just going straight in and straight back, and it's not going to work. Not going to work like that. He's going to have to come in on angles.
Derek's just overreaching there, and Tyson just not quite quick enough to make him pay, but he wasn't far off.
Oh, that's a good shot from Fury, good accuracy.
He's actually boxing quite well as a southpaw, very effective.
Well, we have seen him take fights in the past where he's fought exclusively southpaw. Jabbing nicely with that right-hand lead.
This is another issue for Derek to worry about. He's got to find now a different way of coming in, a different angle. And it gets to be a bit confusing as the fight goes on.
You've got to reposition your feet, haven't you, when you're boxing a southpaw, which makes it, like you said, it's a whole new way of thinking about attack.
Yeah. Now he's got a whole other thing to think about.
Chisora backpedaling, seeing if he gets any more luck, allowing Fury to come to him. All Fury so far, really.
As tough as Derek is, you know, to take this kind of punishment from a big man like that for too long is going to be very difficult. Over the course of a 12-round fight, it's just too much. He's going to have to find another way.
Well, taking punches takes it out of you, doesn't it, as well, physically. I mean, not just it hurts you, I mean, like, physically knackers you out.
Yep. Well, that is a clear round, another clear round for Tyson Fury. Got problems in this corner, let's have a listen.
How are you feeling? Put your feet out. Spit. Talk to me. How are you feeling? What's wrong with you? Okay, all right. But listen, you're handing it to him on the plate. Are you hearing me? Yeah. We need to use our feet. Do what you do naturally. Use your feet. Nice, tight feet. Yeah?
My feet are not working.
Your feet's not working. Exactly. Get them working. Give him angles. Don't just keep walking in straight line. Remember, come on angles. Work it in with a jab. Double jabs. Okay? Stop looking for that big shot. You need to hold center ring. Do not back off from this guy. You understand?
Well, certainly worried. Chisora not really in the fight at all so far, Barry.
No, and he looks a little bit sorry for himself in the corner right now. But I think the double jab thing's a good idea. And just hit anything for now. just feel like you're having a little bit of success. If you're hitting arms, gloves, you can build on that, some momentum to work from.
It's tremendously frustrating, and believe me, I understand where he's coming from in some of these instances here. He's just not by nature, you know, a quick guy side to side, and it's going to be very difficult for somebody just coming straight in on Tyson Fury. Long arms, speed, and good movement, and good punching power.
And
He's going to have to find another way.
And Fury again fighting out of the southpaw stance so far in this round.
Well, the difference between this and the first fight, when Tyson was throwing jabs, I know he was boxing orthodox.
There's a right hand though from Chisora. Oohs and ahs from ringside.
The Fury was leaning forward with the jab in the first fight. This now he's sitting on the back foot and throwing it, so he's keeping a nice long distance, making Derek overreach for the target.
One thing about having this much success in a fight is you got to stay grounded and understand that, hey, look, you got to stay with it. You know, don't get too relaxed and too comfortable. That's how you get caught with crazy shots that you don't see coming.
Big betting favourite, Fury. Priced this morning something like 11-4 on. The value is with Chisora. But how many people really think that he's going to win this fight? And the signs in the early stages here, not good.
Nothing on those punches, but it's just frustrating, isn't it, for Chisora? Just peppering him with jabs, keeping him at range, keeping him away.
Marcus McDonald just having a look at Fury and just telling him to punch correctly.
You know what they say, steady drop of water and bust a rock. Keep on slapping somebody in the forehead for long enough, it's going to feel like somebody's throwing a car at you. So you got to get those hands up, move his head.
Marathon night of boxing action here at the XL Arena. And this at the moment, after the vivid drama of that last fight between Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr., at the moment, a little bit more sort of a calm atmosphere, and Fury is dominating.
Yeah, but just a minute ago there was some good head movement from Chisora. He had to let a punch go. He did one move too many and it got caught.
It's going to take a lot of that, a lot of work just to get average results, and that's what is so difficult about being a smaller man in this division.
Solid left hand from Fury to the body of Derek Chisora.
Then he has to deal with, you know, laying on him and holding. Believe me, that takes rounds out of you with a big man.
Yeah, that's true. You know, coming in light for the mobility is a great idea, I think. But then obviously you're coming up against a much heavier guy and you haven't got a way to absorb it.
Another round for Tyson Fury, Barry?
Yeah, I think so, John. Yeah, again, a better boxer. I think Derek's getting a little bit closer every time, but just not being effective enough as yet.
Peter Fury is the man giving the instructions here.
Get a little bit lighter on your feet. You're holding your feet a bit much because you're looking to land the bomb, yeah? Lighten up with your shots, yeah? Play with him a little bit more, yeah? Just don't set where he can get a big overhand right over, yeah? He's got nothing about him. There's no jabs, there's nothing. Just play with it like a cat playing with a ball, yeah? And open him up. Let the rounds go. Keep picking him away, chopping at the block. Don't rush anything, yeah? And he'll walk into problems. So just keep doing what you're doing. Sneak in a straight left. Fainting up, switch up now and again for a few seconds, then switch back. Confuse him, yeah? Yeah? Understand?
Chisora a little bit slow to get up off his stool. And just wanting to get some grease, I think, mopped away from the eyes. Marcus McDonald, brother of Jim, the man giving the instructions.
Little things like that is hard sometimes for the lay fan. They don't quite see it. You know, like see Derek make a little shuffle to his I think it's to his right, and then Tyson switch and come back to the left. Puts him right back at that full arm length distance. You'd be surprised how much that can affect the fighter, especially from the southpaw position where he's like he's standing now.
That's good work from Fury off the ropes there. Yeah, he's just counteracting his movements, isn't he?
Yeah. And like I said, for a small man, you know what I mean, to try to get in is going to make that even more difficult. Not saying he's just a small man, he's not that small.
No, but compared to the
heavy,
most of the heavyweights nowadays, it's huge.
Been impressed with the accuracy of Fury tonight, boys. He's maybe not loading up on his punches as much as he can, although Peter Fury, his trainer, was telling him not to do precisely that. But I've been impressed with his accuracy.
Finally gets him where he wants and looks for the big shot, throws a couple punches and hits nothing but air. You know, that's the frustration that it is with fighting somebody 6'9" from that distance, even at close range sometimes.
Nice uppercut from Fury.
Little left hand there from Chisora. Yeah, he's just loading up a little bit too much when he gets in close. I think he should let his hands go, get some momentum in his work when he is close. But this is where he wants. This is where he needs to be to work. And Tyson doing what you said he was going to do, just leaning on and using all that weight.
Yeah. Got to use his advantages there. He's using his boxing ability, movement, and then he's also using his weight when they get inside. Derek's only shot is when he get inside, and then he uses his weight on them at that point. So then what can he really do?
That's been caught in the past, of course. Fury has been on the canvas, but it's kind of, you've watched him and you've watched it happen. You kind of thought it's sometimes happened because of concentration issues as much as anything.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%. And right now, in the way Peter has him focused and the way we're training, definitely going to stay focused throughout the whole fight. None of those.
Oh, he's caught him with a solid left hand. And there's a little bit of a wobble from Chisora. He was off balance, but he looks a bit stunned here, and Fury knows it.
Yeah, good little left hook, wasn't it? Just around the guard on Fury.
And Chisora at the moment is on the wrong end of pretty much everything.
But he hasn't let that right hand go, Chisora, is he? There. He needs that over. Where's that big right hand over the top? That is usually his favourite punch.
But looking for that one shot, he's not going to do it. He's going to have to maybe tap, 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 then throw a big shot over the top.
Well, that's another round for Tyson Fury, 4-0.
And a big round, that one as well, John. He dominated that.
See? Yeah. What I'm saying to you, yeah?
Bad blood is what they've called it between these two.
Nice little uppercut there off the ropes. This is the shot here now. Just stumbled there a little bit, didn't he?
He was off balance, but it's still a cute shot, isn't it?
It's a good shot, it is. Good shot. Good movement from Fury, to his credit. Spinning off the rope and attacking from a different angle. But Chisora got a good chin, we all know that. And hurt for a second, but his eye looks to be maybe possibly closing.
Cross your right.
He's taken one there.
You're falling on top of him. Okay, good boy. Use that beautiful.
He won't stop trying, no. I can guarantee that.
Derek's definitely a very proud fighter. He's going to keep on coming, keep on doing his best to land that big right hand.
Into the 5th round, and Chisora needs something to turn the tide here. Atmosphere fairly subdued in this huge arena because, quite frankly, it's all a little bit one-sided.
Yeah, but he's doing a little bit of what he did with David Haye. He's doing the right movements to come forward, but he's not throwing the punches. I know it's a different prospect, could he got a much taller guy, but just the beginning of this round, then he's doing the right movements. He's getting into range to let his hands go. Just not doing it, not relaxing enough to throw, or just wary of what's coming back, possibly.
It's a lot continues to come back. And when it's one-way traffic, sometimes the fighter just gets complacent and just, I'm just going to keep my hands up. Try to go the distance.
Chisora just chugging forward, but not letting those hands go. Fair play. Fury showing that he's got some decent footwork. He does get a little bit of encouragement there, though, Chisora.
Yeah, they're the right side. He let it go. The positive side, he let it go. But it didn't. It landed, not flush, but it landed.
Right eye of Chisora is starting to show conspicuous signs of damage. Fury holds on and ties up once more.
Using that weight again.
It's a little bit wild, a little bit scrappy with his work at the moment, Chisora.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Very good shot. The drawback of being a shorter guy in the heavyweight division now. Even when you're in a good place, sometimes you get caught with good shots.
Well, Tyson Fury said that he'll do to Derek Chisora what David Haye did. He said that he'll knock him out, and here we are in the 5th round. On that rainy night at Upton Park, it's around about now that David Haye started to find the huge shots.
Chisora's just lacking just a little bit of confidence. You know, he'll keep trying, but he's not with the same conviction as you would expect. Bit of a backhand of the glove there, wasn't it? From Fury.
He's getting comprehensively outboxed right now, Chisora, and not making it a terribly competitive fight. At last, leaps in behind a left hook, but that's another comfortable round for Tyson Fury. I wonder what Don Charles in the Chisora corner is going to make of all this.
Give me some water. Spin. Listen. He's walking away the rounds. He's nicking the rounds that we said, all right? Okay? I don't want to have to rely on to stop this guy to win. Work with him. He's just peppering you with jabs. A lot of them are not scoring, but he's looking good, as in with the jabs, yeah?
If I blow my eye, I feel like I'm gonna pop out.
No, you're fine. Your eyes are good. Yeah, they probably feel worse than what they look.
Get your rhythm together.
Get your rhythm. Don't stay flat in front of this guy. Where's that beautiful footwork that we have? Yeah, come on. We're seeing it in parts. You need to create your jab. Single jab, double jab. Single jab, double jab. Then everything will come off of it. You understand?
Doesn't look a happy guy at the moment, Barry.
No, well, he's not having no success, John. Not even a glimmer of hope coming his way. And when he gets in the positions where you do think that he might have some success, Eddie, he's just not getting no luck.
Yeah, he's getting tied up. Tyson's laying his weight on him, and like I said, over time, it's going to wear you down.
Well, they've said that eye's not a problem, but it didn't look too clever to me. Better from Chisora, needs more of the same. Protesting to Marcus McDonald that he's not being allowed to throw shots. That's part of the game.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. You don't get a turn. Nobody in boxing is going to sit there and trade with you, you know what I mean, for fun. You know what I mean? You got to go in there and you got to find your way.
But to be honest, I think Fury's slowed down on his work rate a little bit. He's not as effective with the jab as he was earlier in the fight. So this is an opportunity for Chisora to get all over him.
After the vivid drama of the last fight, it's not really quite matching it so far. Might change, you never know. That's the beauty of heavyweights. Sometimes it only takes one shot.
Very true. Anything, boxing is very unpredictable. Make a shot come out of nowhere and change the course of the fight.
And the reason this is not as exciting as the first, because they're better fighters than they were the first time round. So that they made more mistakes, which made it a more enjoyable fight to watch.
A lot of these Fury jabs have been taken on the gloves, but there's others like those which are spearing through the guard.
The thing is, Chisora's sort of trying to walk Fury down, which is okay. It's fine if you're making him work hard, but I don't think he's making him work hard enough.
He really can't. As he comes in, he keeps getting peppered with 2 and 3 shots, even if they're not hard. Like I said, steady drop of water, bust a rock. Eventually, it's going to have too much of an effect.
Yeah.
The voice of Eddie Chambers with Barry Jones here alongside me at ringside at the XL Arena, and there's a few boos from the crowd who'd expected more from this fight.
Good left hand there from Fury from the southpaw stance. Oh, there's that right hand from Chisora. Didn't quite connect properly, but at least he's committed to letting himself go with it. Just really committed with it, just threw it with everything.
Looking at Derek's mouth open.
He's getting busted up.
Yeah, he's taking quite a bit of a beating here. So look over the next few rounds and see what Don says about this continuing.
Well, his mouth's getting busted. His right eye's gone. And it's pretty much one-way traffic. And Fury playing with him in the closing stages of that round. Another emphatic round for Tyson Fury.
Yeah, pretty much the same as the previous 5, John, wasn't it, really? Tyson dominating things behind the jab.
Do you want to be in this one?
Yes, I want to be in.
Right, get a move on. He's just slapping you with backhands and he's catching you with that. Come on, man, you're better than that. You fought people better with better jabs than that. Switch on. Yeah? That was round 6 gone. Yeah?
No more straight lines.
Okay?
No
No
more
straight
straight
lines. Use your feet, baby. Okay? Use your feet. Have a little drink. Sip it. Sip some water. Take some water. Yeah? Use your positive face.
He's going to have to stop him, isn't he, Barry? And you can't see for the life of me. I can't see for the life of me where it's coming from.
No, I can't either. He's really struggled tonight. Struggled to shorten the gap. Struggled to get in the range, and when he has, he's struggled to let his hands go. Just in every possible angle you could think of, he's just going a little bit second best.
Well, you heard Don Charles asking him whether he wanted to be in there, Derek Chisora, and had he not answered positively at that stage, I think he might have pulled him out. And I do wonder, looking here, how much further this is going to go.
I agree 150%. He's getting to the point now where you got to think about your fighter and his future, and if he wants to continue this fight. Too much punishment.
He's getting a pasting.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of a going over now, especially, and Fury's come up with a little bit of intent in this round. Still boxing clever and smart on the back foot, but putting a little bit more weight behind the shots. But you can't question Chisora's heart.
No, he's got a huge heart,
Yeah.
but he's trudging forward and not really letting punches go, and he's picking him off pretty much at will now, Fury.
Derek wants to go out on his shield. He's not going to want anybody to stop it. He's not going to give up. Sometimes you got to do it for him.
Lass gets into range, but nothing meaningful thrown when he does so.
Yeah, he's trying to swing those shots in, but there's no quality behind the work.
Not a lot of energy left. You know what I mean? He's not able to really muster up anything serious.
Interesting that Big Tyson has fought almost exclusively southpaw tonight. Was that premeditated?
Well, he thought of some things to do, throw a little monkey wrench in what their plans were, and it's working. You know, it's something we often we work on fairly often.
Not far off with that big right hand there, Chisora.
Desperate swing, needs to land one. Shutout so far in Fury's favour, surely.
Yeah, it's been everything for Fury, and you couldn't even question it, could you? To be honest.
Yeah, it is one of them situations where it's time to get that towel ready. You know what I mean? No disrespect to him, but he has to be helped.
Marcus McDonald indicating to Tyson Fury how you throw a jab, how you throw a legal punch, and saying that those flicks are not permissible.
Well, the backhand of the glove, aren't they? So the referee would be correct on that point. But the jab's been good tonight from Fury.
Fury catching Chisora as he came in with a nice little left uppercut.
Yeah, using the ropes well there to avoid the overhand right of Chisora. You just can't get no success, can you? Can't get any success.
I've been impressed with Tyson Fury's focus tonight, though. He has clearly got a game plan, and his concentration levels have been high, and he has just frustrated Chisora from word go.
A lot of what John Charles was saying last round was right in the corner. You know, he told him, use those feet, double a jab, side to side. But
that's another one for Fury. And again, boos from a disappointed crowd.
Yeah, but it's not the sort of the barnstormer we expected, like the first fight was. And that's mainly down to the better fighters with better brains. And Chisora just doesn't want to walk forward and get hit, which is happening, but he doesn't want that to happen. He wants to try and be smart. And Tyson's not overcommitting himself. He's working behind the jab, patiently busting him up.
I think he was asking him there quietly so we couldn't hear. I suspect that was the question, do you want to go on?
And I think that's the right question at this point, but Derek's going to say yes. He's going to want to continue no matter what.
There comes a point, though, doesn't there? You know better, you know as well as any, you two guys. You've both been there. There comes a point where there has to be a compassion and a strength from the corner if somebody's getting hiding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I've been safe on my corner when I was taking absolute hiding, because I would have carried on all day long. Yeah. And you know, you can be too brave for your own good.
Absolutely.
Into the 8th round. And the pattern continues the same. Still southpaw. And still Fury just picking him off from range. And using decent footwork to stay away from what lunging attacks Chisora's able to produce.
Notice he's not using too much of the ring either. He's staying in range to punch, even at, you know, his long arm distance. Still at range enough to punch and land some decent shots on Derek as he moves.
Well, I think that's smart, even though you expect him to use the ring, dance around, I think that gives Derek momentum to move forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
And also, you can't plant your feet to land any weight in the punches. I guess that's would be a part of it.
Very true.
Well, now Tyson Fury reverts to orthodox. Switches, so he's leading with his left jab.
Right now, Derek doesn't know up, down, left, or right now. He's doing so many different things and throwing so many different kinds of punches in different stances. It's giving him a lot of trouble.
Is Tyson naturally right-handed?
I think so. I don't even know anymore.
I just wondered if you threw a ball at him, what would he catch it with, right or left?
I would think right. But in the boxing ring, ambidextrous, I guess, huh?
Chisora now struggling to find anything worthwhile.
To be honest, I've got to be honest, this Tyson Fury display, which is controlled and measured, and something we're not used to seeing him keep his discipline. It's a little bit like a Klitschko display.
Yeah.
In that he's not taking any risks, just happy just to take things behind the long jab.
Referee what's going to tell him, let's see some more action. Well, what's the point?
But listen, this is boxing. You know what I mean? We're fighting for a living. We're getting paid. We're not trying to take any unnecessary risk just for don't get me wrong, we are fighting for the fans, but we got to think about our health as well, and we also got to think about our futures in boxing. So don't get me wrong, I understand the ref has to do his job, but so do we.
Well, you wouldn't even think that Tyson would have to do anything else but do what he's doing now. He's throwing behind the jab and he's winning convincingly.
It's a class, to me, it's a class performance.
Chisora trying to load up that right hand, still coming forward. More optimism than perhaps a couple of rounds ago. Oh dear.
To be honest, that's better from Fury. You starting to feel now that he could start to turn the screws a little bit now, be a little bit more adventurous.
There's a right hand from Chisora. Fury saw it coming, and that's another round for the big man.
Yeah, stay more relaxed, going back, just catching him. Yeah. Yeah. What round is this? Number 9 coming up?
Yep.
Big press. Listen, just do exactly what you're doing, catching him, put that straight left down the pipe. Yeah. Feint him up, just keep turning him like he's doing the hooks, and you'll see his legs buckle and he won't last long.
Yep.
Yeah. Just keep now more vicious.
Where's that zip, man? I need some zip, footwork, zip, sharper, everything. I need it up. Yeah? Stop thinking too much. Come on, man. Come on, Derek.
So into the 9th round. Fury winning by a street. Derek Chisora, he's going to have to find a knockout if he's going to win this one.
That's not a way to be in a fight. You have to look for a knockout, because win is very, very easy to see and coming. Because now he's looking for big shots, and he has to. That's almost his only chance.
This is a WBO title eliminator. Vladimir Klitschko, the champion, although Klitschko has got a new deal in place, which would seemingly lead him towards boxing in the USA. And Deontay Wilder I think is the man who's being manoeuvred towards a fight against him. I think that's the reality of the situation, whatever the eliminator status here might be. So although Fury might win this one, I don't think you'd automatically expect Klitschko to be following on from there.
Yeah, this is a business, and I think Vladimir is looking in other ways, especially looking at a performance like this. Not the kind of guy you want to test right now, especially late in your career.
Thought he was terrifically impressive, though, in his win against Pulev, one of his career best performances.
Yeah. But even then, you know, 38 years old, you know, it's starting to come down. You don't want to fight one of these young lions like this if you don't have to.
No, sure.
You know what I mean? So we'll see.
And Deontay Wilder, for all his punch power, he's a little bit chinny.
Yeah, and very and one-dimensional, not necessarily coming forward, but wild swings, big right hands you can see coming. You know what I mean? So, may rather go in that direction than this one.
Assuming, of course, that Fury continues doing what he's doing.
No guarantees.
Chisora not finding anything really to put Fury in any sort of trouble here, and I don't think he's seeing a lot out of that right eye now.
He's knackered as well, John. He looks really tired.
He has a championship heart, though, because he's going to keep coming no matter what. He's taking a heck of a beating, and he's still ticking. You know, he's still coming forward and trying.
You can't fault his commitment, his bravery, his toughness. But his tactics, you know, just haven't thrown enough punches. And maybe you got to give Tyson a bit of credit for that. But still, you know, you know, as a fighter, you got to learn to adjust, haven't you?
Yeah, you have to. But that's the thing. Derek was a very one-dimensional fighter, and we knew that going in. You know what's coming, but. That's been his greatest strength, and tonight that's also been his weakness.
Trying to find that big right hand. Needs to land one of those, but Fury at the moment, he's not being caught off guard in any sense by those. He's seeing them coming, and even there, thrown from close range, he was able to get the glove up to partially block the shot.
Yeah, it's become surprisingly an easy night's work, hasn't it, for Tyson Fury? Which was, I picked him to win, but I didn't think it'd be an easy night like this. I thought he would have moments of anxiety in there with Chisora. But Chisora's been, for me, Chisora's been pretty poor tonight.
If you were in the corner, would you pull him out?
I think so, John. You know, he's a mile behind. He's taking a bit of a beating without really going down or looking really seriously hurt. But he's just getting bashed up for nothing now.
Is that 10? What round is it?
Coming up now towards the 10th round.
This is 10, yeah. I want you to stay tight. I want to push you. I want everything tight, okay? Come on, man. It's now or never. Do you hear me? No regrets tomorrow morning. No crying tomorrow morning.
Well, he's going into the 10th. I wonder whether this might be the final throw of the dice.
I think so. I think it should be. You know what I mean? Like, we know Derek is brave, but you can see him on that stool. No confidence, no nothing. He's just coming here strictly on heart. You know what I mean? He needs help.
No tears in the morning was what he said. What you've got left, give it now. But I don't think there is a great deal left. Hasn't been for some time.
I don't know whether I'm impressed or not with Tyson Fury. I mean, it's been a good display. I don't know whether I'm impressed with his reluctance to overcommit, because usually he's a little bit erratic, isn't it? His erraticness is usually what gets him into trouble. So that's an improvement. That's good. But also, I think he could have thrown a few more shots. He could have done a little bit more.
I guess it's me. I guess, yeah.
I think he could have got Chisora out there, maybe. But
if you'd spent your money, if you'd spent 500 quid to sit at ringside, you might be saying that. But I mean, it's all about getting the W, and there's been no sense at any stage that he was going to lose this fight.
And there's a lot of stake. I understand, a lot of stake. There's a world title fight looming for the winner. No, but I'm a little bit impressed with how he has kept his composure. You know, there was always the worry, wasn't it, with Tyson Fury? Is
could he do that? Yeah.
I don't want to call him a little bit mad, but I just said that. I'm like, you know, he can lose his temper. He can be quite erratic.
Yeah.
Not tonight. It's been just, like I said, it's been a Klitschko type performance.
He's looked measured and calm. Might not have enthralled the fans, and there's a few boos again around the arena. But he's done a number on Chisora. You only need to look at him.
being this dominant, you know what I mean? It's not his fault that the guy at this point now, he can't come forward, is willing to come forward. You know, he's catching punches coming in, he's catching punches going back. I mean, you know, what is he to do, you know? And now at this point, you know, for the fans, come forward and to give your opponent the opportunity now to catch you in something that you're not supposed to get caught with. Then we would be complaining about something else, you know?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Chisora just backpedaling now, not even on the front foot, and just soaking it up.
But certainly Chisora calling Fury on. Oh, lovely right hand, left hand, back left hand there from Tyson Fury, looking at the referee as well.
I know, I think Tyson would like this one to be finished now, and I think I tend to agree.
It's about that time, ref. Time to step in there. Save this man.
Doesn't look as though there's anything left now from Chisora. Closing stages of this 10th round, and like every round before it, Fury has dominated and is adding another 10 points to his tally.
Yeah, and it's been a mature display, hasn't it, from Tyson Fury?
Oh, it's time. Come on, ref. Get in there.
Well, that's from the side where he's not seeing. He's not slipping anything now.
That should be it, right there.
Is he going to pull him out? I think he probably should.
Yeah,
there's no point.
I think that's it. It's been a sad night for Derek Chisora. He's saying, give me the gum shield. Chisora wants to fight on. Don Charles wants to pull him out.
Yo, give me a second. Champ.
And I think he's going to do that.
I want you to finish on your feet. Yeah? Yes, come out of there, yeah? Okay.
It's finished. Reluctantly, I think Derek Chisora has agreed, and the fight is over. And Tyson Fury, in a fight he has dominated from word go, wins this one. A little nice bit of...
Gentlemen, upon suggestion of the coroner, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 10. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, the winner of the WBO heavyweight eliminator, now the European and two-time British heavyweight champion, the undefeated Tyson Fury.
The undefeated...
And skill. Do we get it? Does Chisora run out, and will Fury meet him to just start throwing? Heavyweight championship of the world.
Seconds out,
Here we go.
One.
Chisora jabbing to the body, trying to come over the top with the right hand against Fury.
Yes, he took a shot early.
Hey, let him go. Let it go, boys. Let it go. Stay back.
It's the kind of shot you don't want to get hit in the first round in this kind of weather outdoors.
Goes to the body. Fury has great respect for Chisora's ability to do that. That right hand nearly came behind the head.
Hey, let him go. Stay back.
There's a right hand from Fury that comes in.
He's holding, referee. He's holding. Let him go. He's holding, referee. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Not sure if Fury's going to stand and fight Chisora the way he wants until he's got full control of this fight. And he feels like he's in full control.
There's a right uppercut that came in from Tyson Fury. Remember, Chisora has gone down in recent years from uppercuts. Tried to aim it again.
That's the shot.
Another short right uppercut on the inside as he closed that distance.
Yes, those right uppers, left uppers, those are coming all night because everybody knows, including Tyson Fury, that Chisora has to duck low in order to hit a tall target. Fury's not giving him an opportunity.
Driving down a right hand. Another right uppercut. And it doesn't take much from Fury. And there is a right cross that lands as they tie up. Chisora probing with that jab to the body, trying to close that ground, see if he can place the right hand behind it. There's Fury with the right hand behind the jab. Of course, a jab that comes with 85-inch reach. End of one, and we will listen in to Sugar Hill Stewart, the trainer of Tyson.
Second down, round 2.
In that first round, Fury was 9 of 37, Chisora 12 of 27. 6 of those were jabs. For Fury, 7 of the 9 were power punches.
Yeah, it's extremely hard for Chisora to get inside that 11-inch reach advantage of Tyson Fury. Good shot right there. He did it as I spoke.
Right hand comes over the top from Derek Chisora.
But Fury doesn't give those up very often.
Short left hand on the inside, just as there was some separation. Chisora backed up again.
Good counter right there from Tyson Fury.
No, you're going to throw that big overhead right. He can time it.
That's how you discipline an opponent. Make them think twice. These shots are hurting Derek Chisora. He's just recovering quickly. You see the stumble. You see that he got buzzed. He's a veteran, so he can play it off. But you see it.
And he can tie up. And he's trying to place the short left hands when they're shoulder to shoulder as well. He is a veteran war dog, is Chisora. Remember, he went the distance with Usyk.
Tyson Fury not getting much resistance, but he looks real sharp with his offense, with his quickness, and his first step. That half hook, half jab, followed by a right hand is extremely dangerous and extremely quick.
And Trey, the distance it can come at, like right there, as Chisora just crossed the threshold, and Fury put it right on him.
Then he leans that big body on you, ties you up, and there's literally nothing Chisora can do.
One-two from Fury, as Chisora just dipped to the right. Three-punch combination by Fury. There's the uppercut. It has been the target since the beginning. As he then tosses him into the ropes. Right hand drive from Fury. Right uppercut comes in. And Chisora's trying to cover up. He's in trouble. And Fury headhunting before he gives space. Final moments here in round 2, and Chisora clearly affected. Left uppercut, right uppercut just missed. Drives a downward right hand. Just feet above us, and you can hear the thud from Fury.
Devastating shots that Chisora is getting hit with. Heavy
Dominating
shots.
Second round by the champ. Absolutely dominating, especially that last minute.
Right, listen, just keep fighting him and checking it to keep listen. When you get inside, get inside and grab him up a little bit more. Grab him a little more than what you're doing. Grab him up off his feet. Because I want you to catch him off that bump. You bump him and just check it. You know the big guys don't want to work out their break.
As Alexander Usyk looks on, he has 3 heavyweight titles.
Let's employ our jab again, okay? You was jabbing good in the first round. Let's get that jab going. Jab it, bring your hand back. You're hearing me? Keep touching that body.
See an exchange right here, flick jab right there, good body shot and a right hand that landed on the chin of Derek Chisora.
And then he gives him a wink.
Yes, he did.
You see it all from Fury. In that second round, Fury landed 18 of 30 power punches, the majority of the work coming in the final minute.
Chisora took a lot of punishment in that corner. A lot of punishment.
Oh, and he took a left hook to open up this third round.
He's taking those shots, but they are devastating shots. You can see it. They land heavy. He can't respond, and Fury is not backing up. He's coming on.
And a right hand wobbles Chisora. Chisora's on weak legs. He's in the corner as Fury is throwing uppercut after uppercut, and Chisora's holding on to that top rope. Another uppercut lands. With all that weight and all that leverage of Tyson Fury, he can drive power home.
Hey, let him go, boys. Let it go. Step back. Step back.
If Chisora's going to be on the ropes, get your hands up.
Right uppercut rings in, and a follow-up headshot. Serious damage being done here in round 3.
Let it go. Now, step back.
Victor Lockwood looking to separate them as the veteran Chisora wanted to tie up. Oh, the left hook,
good shots.
Right uppercut. Brutal punishment being put forth by Fury.
Fury landing all the right shots with a fighter in that position, ducking down like that. The jabs and the uppers as he drops, Fury throws up.
That long probing left hand, creating a sight line that does damage with the right.
A lot of punishment this man is taking right now. A lot of punishment.
He's a tough, proud warrior, is Chisora. Fury has great respect for him as he even comes forward with an overhand right after taking all that damage. Chisora showing that he will not give and he will still be aggressive.
Yeah, he'll try as long as he can. That's what you respect about Derek Chisora. Fury looking for that right shot to end this fight.
And he takes an angle and places a right hand to the body. As big as he is, it's always the movement, it's always the skill that impresses with Tyson Fury. A left uppercut lands, and another one. And down they go. A combined nearly... I don't know if he may have gotten his leg there.
It's a lot of weight falling to that canvas right now.
Oh, it sure is. 530 pounds of it. And it was Chisora who was on the bad end of it. It's not just the punches. It's what he does, leaning on you, mauling you, being physical, and bullying his opponents.
Give me that thing. You okay? Yeah. Give me that. How we feeling, Derek? Huh? Okay. Good. Listen, we need to keep our discipline, right? You need to employ that jab. That's the only thing that will back him up. You're succeeding with it. We need to do it more. Are you hearing me? Double jab. You gotta give up when you go downstairs. Poke him in there. Shoot down. Look, your eyes like this. Look.
Fury fighting on cruise control, stand behind that jab, and just landing at will.
One more thing.
Lead uppercuts like that, that's a no-no. But it's working tonight, followed by an overhand right. And those are shots that don't seem heavy, but we're ringside and we hear them. Boom. Another big shot that Chisora tries to respond with. And those are the kind of shots that Chisora's been hit with all night. He needed a breather. He pulled Tyson Fury down. A lot of weight going to the canvas. Glad both guys are okay.
Round number 4. Right now, to this point, Tyson Fury has landed 54% of his power punches. He landed 23 in that last round. Chisora opens up this 4th round, swinging to the body, sweeping with the right and the left across the belt line, probing with the jab to the body.
Chisora should let his hands go. And you would say, well, he's going to open himself up to get hit. Well, he's getting hit anyway.
That's right.
By not punching. So you might as well get yours and try to land some shots and inflict some punishment.
There's a short left hook that nearly landed. There is a right hand that comes in from Chisora as Chisora lands early here in round 4.
I don't care how long you've been in the sport, you should never get to a place where you accept taking punishment without a response.
Fury with a much slower pace here in the opening minute of round 4. There's that feint and then the jab. Sugar Hill told him the feint will open things up easily with Chisora.
See the punishment on the face of Derek Chisora and in the body language of Chisora.
Back to the jab for Fury. Uppercut as Chisora came to the inside. You hear the corner of Derek Chisora, the lead trainer Don Charles, who has been with him for the majority of his career, complaining to the referee about the holding on the inside.
He's doing his job. They know that Fury's going to tie up inside, as he should. And they're petitioning the referee to try to do something about it. It's a lot better from Chisora, A, because Fury took his foot off the gas a bit in this round, and B, because he's coming forward throwing more punches. If you're going to go out fighting. That's what Chisora does not need to be right there. Back against the ropes. The Tyson Fury can line him up and land shots like that.
Behind the jab, the right hand scores for Fury. A less offensively productive round for Tyson Fury. Another right hand comes in. End of 4.
That was a much better round. We need to do the same thing. But I need double jabs now. Crispy ones. Remember chevrons? Chevrons. Trust me. Keep touching that body. That body is soft, believe me. Yeah? Good boy. We want more head movement.
Chisora's only shot is to land a big shot, and that is typically going to be the overhand right from Chisora. He hasn't had much success, but you see the effort. He takes the shot. He tries to land. He can't land because his opponent has an 11-inch reach advantage, so he can't hit the mark, but he needs to keep trying.
That willingness, though, that willingness is what Fury liked about having Chisora as his opponent tonight. Get through tonight and set up an undisputed fight against Alexander Usyk, who is here ringside, and if everything goes according to plan, will be in the ring with Fury after this. Round number 5 as Chisora comes forward again. Through 4 rounds, he landed 10 punches, 9 power punches. Fury opponents land just 6.2 punches per round on average. That's half of what the heavyweight average is. So 10 punches landed in that last round. The high mark so far in power punches for Chisora. Meanwhile, Fury has landed 74 of 180 overall. Let's bring in Mark Kriegel, who was listening into the corner of Derek Chisora. Mark.
Don Charles, how do you make this right? How do you get even? He says we have to fight. We have to make Tyson fight at our pace. I don't know how you're going to do that with a guy with 11-inch reach advantage.
That is a challenge. Double jab right hand by Fury. Right uppercut lands.
You know, veteran fighters, sometimes it's easier to take a punch than it is to use the effort to get out of the way. And that's where Chisora is in his career. He knows he can take a good shot. Doesn't mean he can't be hurt.
So dangerous ducking low like that, in line with that uppercut.
And it's easier for him to take the shot on the chin than to make the effort to duck, put his guard up, and get out of the way. Good little man move from a big man right there, Tyson Fury. That step back, short right hand.
It amazes how many times we say that. A little man move for a big man.
Yes.
For a guy who's 6'9" and looks like a bag of milk.
You gotta respect it. That's a nightmare for any heavyweight having to face that. Fury showing a different look from the southpaw stance.
We've seen him switch before. Off balance just on that exchange.
That's a combination of age and punishment from this fight. The legs are they're not there like you want them to be. They're not as sturdy as you want them to be.
And often when that's the case, you'll see Fury lean on an opponent.
That's exactly what he should do.
Deal with my leverage, deal with my height, deal with my weight. Now from that southpaw stance, just flicking out that right jab.
That was a much better pace, a little slower pace, just what you want to do. Just keep touching and walking, keep tapping and walking. Keep finding him right there and right here. Just keep finding him on the body. That's all you can do to him. On the shots, you got to go right there. His shoulders.
Signature Tyson Fury move here. Flick, blind you, boom. That's the shot he really wants. And some would say that's an illegal punch. Well, on paper it is, but it's the referee's job to recognize it and to call it out.
Fury has landed 30 of 106 jabs. He's landed 65 of 121 power punches, 54%. Round number 6 from this magnificent setting at a sold-out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Southpaw jab, left uppercut, and leaning on him again. Chisora tries to walk him back. Taking his sweet time to release.
Check. Check there.
There's that uppercut again. Every time Chisora dips, Fury views it as an opportunity to throw it. Right hand behind the jab. That was a blinding jab with the right hand falling immediately and then driving down a right hand. And Chisora comes forward off of it and offers up a right hand of his own.
Not really a two-punch combination Fury has to look out for. It's just the one.
Yes.
Chisora's at a point in his career where he rarely throws two big shots because it takes balance to do that. He doesn't have that right now. He will come back with the one big shot, though.
38 years old and so many miles on the odometer. And now he turns.
Chisora's got to be looking for the overhand left. He's ducking down, looking high. Now he's back to the right hand stance.
Fury steps to him. Mark Kringle, what are they saying in the corner of Fury?
Well, Fury said he'd be disappointed if it ended in 6. I asked Shug, how do you get rid of him? He goes, get rid of him. This guy's tough. You got to set it up and bang away.
That's what he's been doing. Jab landed flush.
It's going to be the shot that Chisora doesn't see, like a sneak right uppercut that just landed a few seconds ago. Typically a shot that he sees, he can weather it, he can absorb it and come back. But it's that shot that he doesn't see that might do the job.
There's that double jab, right hand again. You can see Fury shaking that right hand, looking to sit on it. Overhand right, sweeping, and a miss from Chisora. A willingness, but a miss.
As the fight grows on, that punch becomes slower and slower, has less and less steam on it.
And creates more and more of an opportunity for Fury.
Yes, it does. Fury is just biding his time right now. He's not worried about points, he's worried about punishment. He's piling up the punishment round after round, and you'll see him start to step it up in just a few rounds.
Good shot there from that southpaw stance, the right hook. The feels like temperature is 38 degrees. There have been notable outdoor fights in cold temperatures, but this, as low as we've seen with a 17-mile-an-hour wind, feels like 38 degrees.
Tighten up on that right leg. You keep putting it behind you. The shots will be there. You get more leverage that way. All your shoulders. Don't worry about it. It's all right here. That's it. Bang, bang. You're starting to work better on the inside with the little short shot. But get your leg up in here good. All right? I'm about to do that for a fight. You got too much space between you. Get your leg in there good. Yeah. Let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Fury has dominated in the punch stats, 121 to 49. Even more significant, 78 of those 121 landed are power punches. Bounce to his step here to open up round 7.
It's also very difficult for a heavyweight opponent of Tyson Fury's to deal with, is the different looks that he gives you. One minute he's leaning on you, the next minute he's moving around, the next minute he's bouncing in place. It's a lot of different things you got to contend with when you face Tyson Fury.
Just ask Deontay Wilder. Digs underneath with a left to the body, and then mauls and leans and pushes back. Chisora going to the body. Right hand.
Fury leaning on Chisora, draining Chisora, weakening the legs. Every chance he gets in a clinch. Here you see him walking back again. That's intentional. He's using the size advantage, the weight advantage in his favor.
Let it go. Let it go, boys. Let it go.
There's that right hand from distance behind that 85-inch reach of a jab. So much to absorb for Chisora as Fury goes southpaw again, flicks with the chicken wing right hand, and then looks to fire that left uppercut as he does right there. Good combination that does damage in that neutral corner as we have reached the end of 7 on a cold round number 8. The odds makers had a total round over-under of 6.5. They have Fury by knockout at -350. Will he deliver at this point? A lot of damage taken by Chisora.
See Fury being the bully early in his round, pushing Chisora back. Once again, weakening, draining his opponent. I think Fury can stop this fight or get this fight stopped whenever he's good and ready.
How so, Dre?
By putting enough punches together where one gets through and Chisora goes down or goes out. It's not easy to get out of there, but he's certainly ready to be taken out. Fury's tasted the power. He knows what he has. Obviously, this is the third fight, but I mean just tonight. He's landed the shots. He's gotten the reaction from Chisora, so he knows that his punches are being felt. He can step this up whenever he's ready.
Chisora willing to throw between those punches. You can see some swelling around his eyes, but willing to go after it with Fury. There's a big right hand that lands from Tyson Fury as Chisora ties up.
Bad place for Chisora.
Can't be
Good
like
place
this.
for Tyson Fury.
Leaning against the ropes at the distance of Fury to do what he wants.
Here comes that flick. When Tyson Fury bounces like that, he wants that flick right hand shot.
These are big shots raining in. These are head shots raining in.
The thudding shots.
To sit this close to a man this big landing that flush, you hear it, you feel it.
But Chisora also has his back to the rope to help him stand up.
Uppercut rains in from Fury. Veteran move. Use the ropes.
Those legs are not great. He needs some support to absorb those shots. Good right uppercut from Tyson Fury. Might have been slightly blocked by Chisora.
And then across the threshold. Left uppercut. There's a right uppercut again. Remember, it was a right uppercut that finished things at Wembley against Dillian White. Chisora still to the inside, going to the body.
Fury's checking Chisora's temperature, and then Chisora will come back with 2 or 3 big shots, and Fury says he's not ready yet. And then he'll go back to boxing.
That got the crowd's attention. Fury says, well done, Chisora, well done. End of 8.
Now we're feeling? Okay. Do you want anything from your No. Okay? What? What? Give me the water. You know what? You're a hard man. Grind this up. All we're going to do is keep your discipline. There's not a lot going on in there from here. All right? Concentrate. Listen to me. Concentrate. We need to keep employing the job. Whenever you throw it, it lands. So keep doing it. You hear me? Good boy. Drop some faith in
The uppercuts have been the story for Tyson Fury tonight, Dre.
Yes, this is the shot we talked about in the outset. Tyson Fury stuck to the script. You see those shots, short shots inside, blinded him right there. That's a mid-range upper, left upper. Tyson Fury knows the assignment, and he's executing the game plan tonight.
The game plan shows up in the CompuBox stats as well, tallying 113 power punches landed, of 200 thrown. That's 56%. Typically, when you get this deep into a fight and the power punch connect percentage is over 50%, you are headed to a knockout win. Let's see if that happens against the game, tough and spirited Chisora. That left hand went to the body underneath.
Yeah, that didn't feel too good.
No, it did not. Right hand up top from Fury.
These shots that are bouncing off the head of Chisora, they hurt. And they stun fighters, especially the ones toward the top of the head.
Mark.
You know, you saw Chisora come in here with his kids. He's an older guy. he doesn't have to make a show of his heart. Sometimes guys have too much courage for their own damn good.
He has plenty of that. Series of headshots rain in the neutral corner right above us.
At some point, if Fury puts enough punches together, the referee's got to take a hard look at that, because what's the point at this point?
Right hand was slow and deliberate as it came in, and a big left uppercut came back from Fury.
It's also the responsibility of the corner to make that decision too. This has happened before. We've seen this movie before in Fury Chisora 2 in the 10th round. It's about that time.
It sure is. He has just absorbed all night long. And many upstairs like that.
You get hit with those kind of shots and you don't have enough to return fire, it's time to go. It's time to go home.
He's not returning much here deeper into this 9th round. There is blood coming from the mouth of Chisora. There is swelling, extreme swelling around the right eye.
Those eyes don't look good.
No, they don't.
Chisora, they haven't.
This does not look good at all. His face is damaged. There's a big uppercut, and he just pushes him back. Look at the face of Chisora. Blood coming from his mouth as he gets to the end of 9.
Get inside. Yeah. What round is this? Right here. He said he's not going to let round number 10. No, don't listen to him. This is 10. Yeah. Keep your hands up all the time, my friend. Keep your hands up, okay? We're good, man. We're good. We're good. Hey, listen. No, but we're good. Thank you, we're good. Keep your hand on this side. You've got to move your heads and keep your hands up high.
Don Charles and Ian Dewberry turned to the referee and said, "Oh no, we're good, we're good."
We're good.
Well, they're not on the stool.
What round is this? 10 coming up, isn't it? This is round number 10. This is 10. Okay.
You would have to think, Trey, that referee Victor Laughlin will take a look very early here in round 10.
Yeah, he's looking, and I think he needs to make a move. What are you looking for? You've seen enough. We've all seen enough.
Let's see if Fury can close the show right now, right here. Another uppercut. Chisora fighting desperate to open up this 10th round. He has been completely outgunned.
These kind of fights are more dangerous than a fighter taking one big shot and being knocked out.
There is no doubt about it.
These are concussive and subconcussive blows that you're taking from a man the size of Tyson Fury.
That right eye is shutting out Chisora. Blood is coming from his mouth, and he is being teed up. Heavyweight champion in complete control, looking for a knockout late here at Tottenham.
These trainers and assistant trainers got to be honest with themselves in moments like this in this fight. It's not about the backlash, the crowd, or anybody else. It's about that fighter that you know won't quit. You got to help him out.
Who is a caring husband and father. Mark, what are they saying in that corner of Chisora?
Stopping this, he wouldn't even look at me.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Mark.
I just went over to the corner and said, "Are you guys thinking of stopping this?" He wouldn't even look at me.
His fighter just ate a body shot and then another right uppercut. And Fury just walking him back, just leaning on him and getting ready to hand out more punishment.
Yeah, the referee wants to make the move, but he doesn't want to make the move. He's looking, but he's not stepping in. I get it, Chisora at one punch, but that punch isn't going to land and do any damage to Tyson Fury tonight. It's already landed. He's taking the punch. It's time to go home. Fury can help this process out if the ref in the corner don't want to stop it by hitting Chisora with the right flurry to get the ref to step in there.
Right hand, left uppercut. That was glancing, and that's enough. Victor Laughlin said, listen, one more combination, it's over. He got it. Tyson Fury, TKO victory in 10. A great respect that Fury has for Chisora. Fury was happy, by the way, that when the Usyk fight didn't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 51 seconds in round number 10. Our referee in charge, Victor Laughlin, had seen enough, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson